You are watching PEMU-TV, Buri Hamwe.
Colleagues, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for coming. This media briefing is about the Science Week. Most of the year, out of the 52 weeks of the year, scientists are working in their laboratories. In many places, we are not allowed to go there. And many times, we don't know what they are doing. This 1 week in the year, we bring science to the public. We come and interact with you. We interact with the media. We let science interact with the population, with our policymakers, so that they can see and touch science. Now, as Kathy said, we have been growing. This is going to be the third Science Week, the third edition of Science Week, and we will be showcasing the development. We're not going to be repeating what we showed you in 2021. If we show you the same thing, then we are showing you how it has progressed. Now, why is science so important? And I was thinking, about us as Ugandans. I think many of you have heard the story of our maize stuck at the border in trucks. Now, you imagine how much a kilo of maize is. And then look around at the gadgets that you have. Even just the things that we have, our shirts, our cameras. How many bags of maize do you have to sell in order to buy that gadget which you have? Possibly a truck full of maize may buy one camera if it is enough. Now, when we have not applied science, we sell raw materials, we sell the cheapest things. Same to our coffee, we sell the cheapest things. When we develop science, we begin to be producers and sellers of the high-end things that we want. So this Science Week is coming to show you how the science gets out of the lab to make business. Some of you may be thinking, can we make our next camera in Uganda? That's why we have the media, the press day. Why should we be importing these cameras all the time? Why can't we be making them ourselves? Why do we have to import these microphones? We know the science, but we have not been able to translate it. So at the Science Week, we'll show you how many people are making attempts and how different categories of different departments, ministries of government are supporting them, but also we're addressing some of the challenges. And one of the biggest challenges we have discovered is that many of our innovators reach somewhere, they can't get enough money. Government has some little money, but it can't work with them. So this year, we are mobilizing investors. That's how the rest of the world does it. And we have actually been, our expectations have been exceeded. 70 top-notch investor firms are going to be with us. And so that's going to address the biggest challenge. I often see videos, write-ups in the media, innovators coming complaining, saying, you see, they have not supported me, government has not supported me. this is the opportunity that we are bringing. We'll be able to expand how we support these people. Now, my focus is on you as our friends in media. The media will be there at Science Week, I hope so. We invite you to be there full-time, 6 days. However, the people who are outside, many people may not be able. There are those in the rest of Uganda who will not be coming. They will be depending on us. We'll be their eyes, we are their hands. I'm told the Africans' eyes are in the hands. They said, let me see when they are touching. So you'll be the ones touching. And so how the media communicates this to the country and even to outside the country is going to matter a lot. We are moving. Our glass may not be full, but certainly it is not as empty as it was before. We are making very, very steady progress. And so we would like you to focus and help Ugandans to appreciate. Help Ugandans to appreciate what we are going on, what we are building, but also to know that at science, technology, and innovation, we don't make the science. It's the population which makes the science. We are there to just support them and facilitate them. Our call is to the rest of the public who have ideas, who have innovations. Sometimes what they need is not money. This morning I was meeting someone who needed help. When he came to me, he thought he needed money. After 10 minutes of talking to him, he said, you have already solved my problem, even before he gets money. So we are here to serve, and Science Week, apart from the exhibitions, we will be there. I'll move my office to Kororo. I'll be there to interact with the public. I'll be there to interact most of all the time, actually. I will spend it at Kororo. So, as you have heard, we'll also be launching some new products or presenting them for the wider public for the first time. You heard on Independence Day, we launched our farm vehicle called Bingwa. Bingwa is a Swahili word which means champion. Now, the story of that vehicle is so important because many Ugandans can identify with it. This is the vehicle with the first engine ever to be made in the country. And this engine was innovated by children who didn't even complete secondary school. And yet, when we got in touch, we have been able to support them, and we are going to help them until they build their company. And this is what science does. It creates jobs, it creates opportunities, it gives chance to many people to come up. So that vehicle will be there. People are free to pre-order. We are working on the mass production so that we can be able to sell. So those who order will be able to prioritize. We'll be putting up, he talked about a product which seems to be the interest of everybody called Pomegad. It cures hangover. So you can drink as much beer. When you take Pomegad, you become sober. You become sober. You will not go to work feeling very, so that the other industry can also run. We'll also be showcasing you our advances that we have made with the vaccines. You'll be able to see. I don't need to describe to you here. I will describe to you there when you are seeing the progress we have made with the vaccine so that you understand what we're talking about. We'll be making the progress we have made with our drugs. You'll be able to see. But there is so much. We have about 300 exhibitions of unique products, and then we are going, of course, to be showcasing the way Uganda is going to look when our science is mature. We already have enough things to fill a whole supermarket chain in the country. So again, this is our day. This is your week. It's not our week as Science and Technology. It is your week because for us who have been with this science all the year, this is your week. This is the week to help us to show to the public, and we're inviting you to be present and to communicate to the people. Our last objective for this Science Week is to help Ugandans begin to feel proud of their country. Because the things you see will make you feel proud. Last year when we did some things, people were excited. You come there and be excited this time. You'll even be overwhelmed because our country is not where we think it is. Science is coming. Thank you so much for God and my country. We talk about e-mobility, the electric borders, and the strategy to get them replaced, to replace the current borders. The locally made products, the strategies for AIDS and cancer. I think I'll respond to that one after they have responded to the other questions. Thank you, Kathy.
Now, what do you want us to unveil to you alone? Yes, so we'll unveil Omega. At Science Week, you'll see the inventor there. You'll also be able to see what processes he has gone through, how he has formulated it, and where it is. And on the price, we'll also see who's buying, and we'll give you a good price. But anyway, on a serious note, you'll be able to meet him there. All the inventors, or whether it's Bingwa or what, you'll be able to interact with them, and also they take you through the process. And I think that's the beauty of Science Week. I can show you Omega here, but you won't know the entire process. So you'll be there. He's called Mr. Ronnie Tanyango. You'll be there, and you'll also meet the rest of the inventors. On the expensive made in Uganda products, and this is why I said you need to come to a supermarket, because we also need your feedback. If you're able to tell an innovator that I buy the Chinese product because it's cheaper, and you tell them why maybe the cost of yours is more expensive, the quality is low, then we look at how do we support that innovator to compete with all those products. We understand some of them, of course, the cost of production is high. They are new to the market. They are setting up, most of the infrastructure is new. They've had to set up factories that are huge. The costs are huge. But as we build the ecosystem and as we support them, we'll bring the costs down slowly. But I think let's also support them even where they are now, because that's how we build our country. Thank you.
Wiki yaffe ya science ebeerawo buli mwaka ng'etandika buli mwaka etandika nga mukaaga tuuka nga 11 mu mwezi gwa Novemba. Mwaka guno era tugenda kubeerawo awo Kololo. Twatandise n'okusetinga otunulako olaba bintu biri awo binene nnyo kubanga tujja kuba nga twolesa eggwanga lyaffe bannayuganda mwenna n'abalala abali ebweru okulaba biki science byabadde akola n'omutindo gwe twongeddeko mu science mu mwaka guno. Tujja kuba nga tulaga ebintu bingi ku mwoleso ogwo. Nze njagala kubayita mujje mwenna naddala mu abanamawulire mubeerewo mubuulire abannayuganda kye mulaba. Nja kusaba madamu Kathy ajja abamalirizeeyo puroguramu mu Luganda kubanga olwange lutunula eno bwe ruti nga gukuyisa bubi nokakozesaako tukakozeko tesikakola tujja kubanga tukajjako akawungu era mujja kubanga mulaba omwana yakiyiiya nawe ogenda kugamba bannange lwaki nange sibeera na kintu kyenjiyayo. Teyasoma nnyo okuba nti yasoma nnyo muntu wa bulijjo naye atuyiyizayo ekintu ekirungi era akadagala ako kankayite kadagala kajja kutambula ensi zonna. Kyetugamba e-mobility oba motoka ne pikipiki ne bidduka nga bikozesa masannyalaze si mafuta. Kati Uganda tugenda kutongoza mu Science Weekend enteekateeka y'eggwanga kusenguka ku mafuta, motoka ez'amafuta nga tudda mu motoka ez'amasannyalaze mawanga agasinga obungi n'ebitundu by'ensi Europe, America bonna batongoza strategy. Kati Uganda tujja kubanga tutongoza enteekateeka yaffe nga twagala okusenguza era tujja kubanga tuyita mu mitendera. Tujja kusooka nga twagala entambula public, entambula y'omuntu wa bulijjo kati nga taxi zetukozesa ebyo twagala kusooka tubikyuse bidde mu masannyalaze era tukolaganye na bannaffe bonna aba wuto tuteekateeka motoka ezo eze standards oba sizes ennyingi. Tugenda kukyusa bodaboda era bodaboda yetajeta esooka twatandika dda tulina bodaboda nga 1000 kati nga zikozesa masannyalaze tezikozesa mafuta. Era wa bodaboda bw'olaba ng'ovuga bodaboda olunaku lwonna naye nga tokyamye ku metro station. Ate pikipiki ezo abazikozesezzaako zibakolera nnyo ssente okusingako kubanga tezitawanya nnyo saavisi na biki. Naye kati tulina kampani zaffe era abayiiya baffe be tubadde tukola nabo emyaka gino kati batandise okuzitunda bwe ziri. Twagala tube nga tuzikyusa kuva mu mafuta kubanga amafuta empewo yaffe wano e Kampala mbi nnyo kubanga motoka zifulumya omukka mu Kampala mungi nnyo bw'olaba jjamu eyo yonna efulumya omukka ate omukka ogwo gwa bulabe. Kati twagala tukikoleko. Eggulo twasinkanye ffenna abakirimu ne tukkirizaganya ku nteekateeka eno era pulogulaamu eno tujja kuba nga tugitongoza mu Science Week. Tulina obusobozi okukola pikipiki zino. Tulina kati kampuni nga 6 ezikola batule, endala zikola pikipiki zonna already ziri wano mu Uganda. Era ne charging stations oba charging stations wo charging la battery.
Webale kuleba BMTV buli hamwe.